You ever microwave a burrito too long and it detonates like a frag grenade? That's chemistry, and the dumb kind. Because the right reaction doesn't just fizzle, it blinds, melts, or turns your lungs into soup. And these weren't accidents in secret labs, they were backyard science fairs gone lethal. Welcome to the top 10 chemical reactions that turned people into corpses. Grab your goggles, you're entering the most educational crime scene of your life. 10. Aqua Regia, Gold Thief's Gas Chamber. You're a petty criminal with high ambitions and low chemistry grades. You've just stolen gold and want to dissolve it using Aqua Regia, a mix of nitric and hydrochloric acid that sounds like a Roman emperor's cologne but smells like death. The reaction releases brown, choking fumes of nitrogen dioxide, a gas that doesn't just burn your lungs, it chemically dissolves your alveoli. You start coughing, wheezing, then suffocating while surrounded by your own treasure like a reverse Scrooge McDuck. The last thing you see before your eyes glaze over? The beaker glowing triumphantly. Turns out the real gold was the friends you didn't make in chemistry class. 9. Nitroglycerin, the exploding nostril incident. You've got a cold, you also work in an explosives lab. Two things that should never occupy the same timeline. Nitroglycerin, for the uninitiated, is a liquid so touchy it gets nervous when the wind changes direction. One unlucky factory worker reportedly wiped his nose a little too hard while handling it and triggered a miniature Hiroshima. Eyewitnesses described the explosion as sudden, massive, and missing a person. Nitroglycerin doesn't care about your allergies, it cares about kinetic energy. So when you sneeze, it detonates, a chemical reaction so fast you don't even get a punchline. Just a red mist and a cautionary tale. 8. Water overdose, the dihydrogen monoxide death. You're trying to win a Nintendo Wii, the contest? Drink as much water as possible without peeing, sounds harmless, until your blood forgets how to be blood. As you chug liter after liter of water, your sodium levels plummet. Cells begin to swell, especially the ones in your brain. It's called water intoxication, and it doesn't end with a high score. It ends with a seizure, coma, and death by hydration. You didn't overdose on drugs, you overdosed on water. Proof that even the most innocent molecule can go full murder hobo with the right dosage. 7. Accidental mustard gas, the home chemistry set from hell. You're just a couple of well-meaning hobby chemists mixing some sulfur and ethylene in a poorly ventilated shed. Because why not? It's not like those two things have ever combined into a chemical weapon or anything. Except they have. You've just synthesized mustard gas, the infamous lung-melting fog from World War I, and it's seeping into your airways like a silent horror movie villain. At first, it just stings. Then your throat swells shut, your eyes burn, and your lungs start dissolving from the inside out. All because you wanted to feel smart without reading a single MSDS sheet. This isn't Breaking Bad. It's breaking lungs. 6. DIY Cyanide Extraction, Gold Fever, Terminal Edition. You're a backyard prospector. You've watched a few YouTube videos, bought some suspicious chemicals online, and now you're ready to extract gold using cyanide. A process totally safe if you're a trained metallurgist with a gas mask and a death wish. But you're wearing flip-flops and optimism. As the cyanide reacts with air and acids, it releases hydrogen cyanide gas, colorless, almond-scented, and lethally efficient. Within minutes, your cells stop making energy. Your lungs shut down. Your heart forgets how to beat. You slump over your garage workbench, one gold flake away from the high score. Congratulations, you didn't strike gold, you speed ran death. 5. Demethyl Mercury, the one-drop death sentence. You're in a lab measuring a silvery liquid with a name that sounds like it belongs in a sci-fi villain's cocktail. Dimethyl mercury. You're wearing gloves because you're not stupid, but you are. Because those latex gloves? Useless. One drop lands, it seeps through the glove in seconds, through your skin, into your bloodstream, and straight into your brain. No pain, no warning, just a ticking neurological time bomb. 5 months later, you're in the hospital, losing your balance, your speech, your ability to comprehend reality. Dimethyl mercury doesn't kill fast. It kills perfectly, precisely one neuron at a time. By the time symptoms show, it's already won. And your autopsy becomes a chemical safety lecture with a body count. 4. Thermite. Backyard BBQ from the depths of hell. You're in the mood for some backyard science. You've got aluminum powder, rust, and a dream. Melt through a car engine block with homemade thermite. Thermite isn't fire. Fire has limits. Thermite is a portal to the sun, burning at 2,500 degrees Celsius, hot enough to turn steel into soup. You light the mixture. It ignites instantly. Blinding white light, sparks like demon confetti. Except you didn't back away fast enough, your clothes catch fire. The metal surface beneath you warps and collapses. You fall flailing into your own reaction. The neighbors hear screaming. By the time the fire department arrives, you're mostly theoretical. Thermite doesn't forgive. It doesn't pause, it just burns. Everything, including the idiot who thought safety goggles were enough. 3. Methyl Isocyanate. The night Bhopal forgot to breathe. It's 1984 in Bhopal, India. You're sleeping. You don't know a chemical plant down the road is leaking methyl isocyanate, a substance so volatile it's stored under pressure just to keep it from murdering things. A little water accidentally mixes in. That's it. That's the reaction. The tank overheats. The safety systems fail, or were never functional to begin with. A cloud of toxic gas rolls over the city like a death fog in a turn-based RPG. Thousands die that night. Thousands more in the weeks after. Lungs collapse, eyes melt, babies suffocate in their cribs. The reaction didn't just kill people, it built a permanent graveyard. The worst part? It wasn't sabotage, it wasn't war, it was capitalism, negligence, and chemistry doing what it does best, obeying the laws of physics no matter who's in the way. 2. Hydrogen balloon explosion Victorian party trick gone nuclear. It's the 1800s and you want to dazzle your friends. Electricity is new, chemistry is hip, and filling balloons with hydrogen is the height of parlor room science. It floats, it's magical. It's also a floating pipe bomb. You light a match, maybe to impress someone, maybe to show how safe it is. The balloon ignites instantly, turning into a fireball with the temperament of a dragon and the patience of a toddler with a blowtorch. The room becomes an inferno. Curtains catch, clothes ignite, your mustache ceases to exist. 1 second, you're hosting a demonstration. The next, you're the demonstration. Turns out, when you fill a thin rubber shell with the lightest, most combustible gas in the universe, you're not inflating a balloon. You're crafting an air-to-skin missile. 1. Hydrofluoric acid, the one that melts you quietly. You're cleaning glassware in the lab. You spill a little hydrofluoric acid on your glove. No big deal, right? You wipe it off and keep working, except HF doesn't burn like normal acids. It seeps in, unnoticed. It bypasses pain receptors, slips into your bloodstream, and starts eating your calcium like Pac-Man in your bones. By the time your hand starts to tingle, it's already too late. The acid is rewriting your skeletal structure from the inside. Your heart, which needs calcium to beat, begins skipping notes like a broken metronome. Doctors try calcium injections. They try everything. But your system crashes, not in a blaze, but in eerie silence. No blood, no fire, just molecular betrayal. Hydrofluoric acid doesn't look scary. It is scary. The only substance on Earth that can melt you from the inside and make you say, huh, weird tingle. So what have we learned? That water can kill you. Gold can gas you, and your own curiosity might just be the most volatile compound on Earth. Chemical reactions don't care if you're a PhD or a guy with a YouTube tutorial and a dream. They only care about physics. And physics loves a punchline. You don't need to fear chemistry, but you should absolutely respect it. Because every substance on your shelf has a stat sheet. And some are specced for murder. Stay smart. Stay safe. And for the love of all that is periodic, never clean glassware with your bare hands, melt engines in your backyard, or try to win a Wii by drinking yourself into an electrolyte grave. This has been the top 10 chemical reactions that turned people into corpses. A love letter to science and a breakup note to hubris. Class dismissed.